Why, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. Hope you're all having a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth, wherever you are. Alright, we'll turn on the in-game sounds here. Alright, we're off. Alright, to Osguruth. Alright, so today we're doing... Oh, look, guys, it's a Nazgul. Alright, so what we're doing today, my friends, in this live stream is we are going to be I'm joining them for the event. So normally this is Slay-O-Rama Tuesdays. We're doing something different today. We're actually going to do a type of event here for some, I think, just some instances. But let's see, where's my Osguruth location? There it is. Alright, why can't I... Oh, I'm a bear. You know, I can't ride a horse as a bear. That makes sense. Did I make a new character for just for tonight, I was asked? No, I did not. Alright, there we go. Ready to play some games. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put off the theme song there for a minute. I'm realizing the game still doesn't have audio. Hold on, what is going on here? Ah, there it is. There we go. Alright, let's turn down the combat sounds. There we go. Alright, we're set. Now I can turn into a bear. Ho ho! Yes, indeed. Hello! This will be a fun little stream event. Thought I'd join everyone today. I've gotten, so just a quick little update for everybody. I've gotten a lot done in the last few days. I've done massive Lord of the Rings online crafting. I now am master and proficient with all of the Metalsmith and Tailor and Prospector on Zollin. And I worked on my Forester, getting him to max so he can tan things and stuff. And yeah, and then I also did a bunch of crafting stuff. So, and once I feel very confident that I know it quite well with the new crafting stuff, I will make some guide videos on it as well. But I want to make sure I do it a couple times just so I'm solid on all the details. So, there's a lot. There's like, I like it because there's a lot more options. You can make pretty good armor now, but it's a lot of information. So, so that's done. I've been working on that, and then I also did, I fixed, Durin helped me fix my Return to Moria files, so they're all fixed after the computer drive broke. And I reinstalled the Battle for Middle-earth and all that stuff. And I also found a mod for the Third Age Total War 2 for Lord of the Rings. I found the most recent version of the Third Age mod for that, so that's kind of exciting. Also cool things on the sides. I've been working on basically all 4 games, even though I'm going to be now making videos, but I have like everything fixed and all the down stuff. And I also farmed a bunch of materials in the last 2 days. Thanks to Mr. Ravel and at Bajar. I always forget the last part of his name. We were just talking. And they helped me out a lot with a lot of information and stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, there we go. Bajar, there we go. Or Bujdar. I guess is how you say it. Oh yeah. You guys are fine. Go whenever. Hi, Belle. The last thing I have to do to prep for things is I have to work on my keyboard. I've got a couple sticky keys. I'm going to have to fix that problem. This evening we'll be doing Garth Aragorn. I can never say it. Fortress. Ooh, fun. We don't need to ride to the instance, but there are 2 places we will stop so you can pick up quests and deeds. Yes. Alright, let's do it. Mount up, everybody. Very, very excited. Now, one thing with my streams is I always stream with really high bitrate, which YouTube is always getting mad at me about, but you know what? It looks really good from my end when I watch it, live and later. So I'm not going to put it up anymore because it seems to work pretty good for everybody. But I even record with higher bitrate. Though, of course, that makes me have much bigger files, but they look so much better for all the games, so it's worth it! I want my videos to be high quality for all of you. Hopefully my voice is a good level. I think it is. I've worked a lot on the settings in the last few days with the voice audio, so... Alright, we're traveling through. It's so fun doing stuff with the kinship. Got an entire 6-man. This is awesome. So yeah, I've been working heavily on crafting. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're doing some kinship events today, or an instance. We're going to the blood swamp. Probably shouldn't say bloody. It means something else in other countries, right, guys? But yes, we're going to the scary swamp. They're a little quieter than the game, but that's fine. I am a little quieter than the game, huh? Really? By a lot? Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it because I have it turned up pretty loud, my voice. So if I talk like this, I'm pretty sure I'm louder. But listen again now that I brought the mic slightly closer. Usually I have the mic like right there. Is that good? Not too soft. Okay, all right, good. Nearly 10k subs. Good job. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's all you guys watching my videos and sharing and liking and stuff. That really helps. The algorithm will not push anything out unless people actually are, like, doing that. So I appreciate it. I have one hair that was... couldn't quite see. I need a haircut. I've got, like, hair coming out all through my hat. Or cap here. Take a minute to check, then we'll move on. I have no quests here. Might be some in the tower. Let me just double check. Using that has no effect, so I have not done the quests here to do that. So that's a negative for me. Thank you, by the way, everyone liking the stream. All 7 of you. 7 of you are on 7 likes. I appreciate that. Appreciate that greatly. You're watching this video later, too. Don't forget to throw a like on there. It really does help out. Usually what I do when I watch some of the content creators I like to watch, right, that I've been watching for a long time, is like the moment I turn their video on, I just like it. and then I widescreen it to watch it on the full. Okay, you don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I know some of you do that all the time. Thank you. All right. Something wrong. I think this is... Oh, do we have someone who else... Durin Longbeard. It's Durin. Alright, well, we'll do it next week. No big deal, we can do something else. Hello, Durin. Welcome. This character is a Bjorning. This is Zoltarin. He's my Bjorning. He's actually like one of my only classes that's like low level. Like this low level. Well, no, I have one more. That's not true. There's one more, but most of my characters are like well over level 50 or 60 for every class. But this is the only class that I have down at level 29 that I've been trying to work on, which kind of nice because then I have something I feel like I want to play at low level. I was just telling everybody I did a bunch of... I want to read, make sure I'm not missing something. So you guys can see it. It's right here. Alright, Slayer Deeds it is. Let's do it. Yeah, I think something's going on. Look, guys, I'm a bear. Oh, a big, giant bear. Hello, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for liking the stream. We're basically going to just do a little bit of a event here today. We're going to probably go ahead and do Slay-O-Rama deeds. We were going to do an instance, but now we're going to do Slay-O-Rama deeds. I've been slapped. The bear is grumpy. Oh, yes. Yes, let's do it. Let's do Slayer deeds in, Evendim. I love Evendim. Let's do it. Raid, raid, raid. Hey, what's up, Lord Kev? How's it going? Welcome. Wow, there's a lot of you guys here. How are you all doing today? I know it's a Tuesday. I'm going to try to throw in some more streams when I can here and there for other things too this week. And then, of course, we'll have our normal one on Friday and all that stuff. But I really want to start throwing in some more just different types of LOTRO content, right? Which is what we're doing today. We're going to do Slayer Deeds, and I love joining in for it. It's super awesome. Mr. Hammer and Bell lead a lot of the other events here. Sometimes I can't make this night every Tuesday, but it is awesome that they do that. It has been a big blessing. I have like 4 or 5 officers that are just awesome. It's fantastic. How am I doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Welcome. Yes, I'm doing very good. It's been I feel like a little bit like I've been in like limbo the last like 2 days, because like all I've been doing is like study and fixing things with files and crafting, and like it's like what I've been doing for the last like 48 hours and then sleep. I'm just like I got all my crafting professions up because I want to be able to help better in events here. All right, and then I fixed my Return to Moria files so we can do more videos of that. I have a Battle for Middle Earth files so we can do more on that. And then yeah, so it's a lot. And I know you guys have probably seen. I've been just throwing a bunch of little Rise to War videos out. I had those backlogged, so I was like, I'm just gonna put these out since I don't have any videos for the next 2 days until we have some streams like today. So
good day.
And I've actually really enjoyed that. For some of you, I know some people probably don't like Rise to War content. That's fine. That's why I have many Lord of the Rings things I cover on this channel. But if you guys didn't know, what I did recently was I actually did like a little I gotta be human again. Gosh darn it, the human aspect. Why can't I take a swift travel on a horse as a bear? I want to be a bear riding a horse. The horse will not get near you, sir. Oh, okay, that's fair. But anyway, gosh, man, I've been doing a lot.
Hello.
My brain's like, pshoo, just gone. I'm having too much fun just running around. Gosh, man, I zoned out so hard just now. I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out really, really hard. I never lie, but you know. Well, maybe you mean I think everyone does a little bit, but my goal is to never lie. That's the goal in life. You guys are like, are you okay, Zollin? Yes, I'm fine. Can I ride on your back? Yes, the Hobbit. You should be able, if you're a Hobbit, you should be able to ride on the back of a Bjorning. Just Hobbits. That would be hilarious. That'd also be like really cool. Oh, it would be a fun little like. All right. To Oathbottom. So we're going up to beautiful Evendim, and it just so happens we will be hunting some stuff here at night. This is the green fields just north of the Shire. So technically Bag End is over past that mountain range right there. Oh, yes. My train of thought is back. So anyway, yes, I finished fixing all those file things for all those things. Oh, Rise to War. I did a lore one where I kind of I didn't even talk really about the game. I just used the game as kind of a canvas to talk about different areas and lores and different capitals. And that's what the video I put out today. So if you're curious, that one's not really about Rise to War game. If you're just a Tolkien fan with lore, you might enjoy that. I had fun making it, just little things. They're just, you might know most of it if you're a really big Tolkien fan, because they were all like normal generic things more, talking about history and information. There's some cool little tidbits in there that I had.
How do you do?
By the way, some people have asked me, am I going to do lore videos in the future? The answer is yes, and I have done a couple. But I have been hemming and hawing and deciding for about a year
Just a moment.
on what type
Might I speak
of
with you a
lore
moment?
video, how I want to do it, how I want to, like, I guess, create the videos. And I'm at the point where it's like it's almost fully formed in my mind how I want to do it. And yes, I do plan on using LOTRO partially of the time as like a canvas for it, but there are some things I'm going to do that maybe aren't LOTRO and use other things too as well.
Well, the goal of some folk.
Well, the goal of some folk. The mysterious relic, this foul-smelling relic, stands in a field that once thrived, but no longer. The crops have been stricken dead. Alright. I need to make my raid chat bigger. Why is my raid chat so small? Hold on, guys. I'm, like, trying to read the raid chat, and I'm like, why is it so tiny? There. Alright. Come to Oath Barton. Everyone to Oath Barton. Everyone's following me. We need to follow our leader here. Which today is, I know, I normally am leading. We gotta follow Clefo. Follow the kite today. Alright, I think most of us are here. We're just waiting on the summons. And also I see John Hammer's message in stream. That's just fine. Don't worry about it. We'll have fun doing this. Am I going to play the new Legendary server? The answer is yes. But to what extent? That is going to be up to me. Because I am very invested in my server CrickHollow with our kinship. And I want to keep doing stuff here. Because we're all leveling up and we're trying to get to endgame content and all that kind of stuff. And the new Legendary server has the really cool ring wraith thing, but again, we'd have to all as players commit into doing, like, getting up to the max level at whatever that is at the time and doing all that work. So the answer is yes, I will be. I will be covering when it comes out. I will be leveling it. It'll probably be on my own personal content as a content creator time. I'm not planning on inviting everybody to come over with me because that's up to individuals what they want to do, basically. But I'd prefer if we're all working, you know, to get our kinship up, to be able to do big instance and raids max level, right? And have like 12 people at least all the time. We're getting there. We have usually like, I mean, look at how many people are here right now, but we have about 10 players, I think, that have max level characters now, which is pretty awesome because then time zones and stuff, we can kind of like have different groups, different events. So it's been really cool. Anyway, good question. Teddy the Great. I like the name. Hi, Zollin. Just want to ask about your opinion on the latest LOTRO update. Like that's already out or that was announced? Are you talking about 41 or what we're in right now? Oh, you want to join the kin? Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Yes, of course. I can invite you to the kin. All right. Cuisine, welcome. Welcome. All right. All right. Welcome, Cuisine. Hello, what's up, Elvin? Welcome to the stream. 41. Yeah, Teddy the Great. I am excited about bird watching. Okay, I know that's really silly, but my uncle and my grandpa love bird watching in real life. So in LOTRO, one thing I've always loved about this game is I love exploring it, right? I really like exploring it. So the fact that they're like giving that more of a thing with that bird watching, we'll see how it works. I don't know, is it just going to be like we walk around and find things like a deed? I would hope there's some little mechanic to it, personally, but we don't fully know from what I've seen, even with the information. But also the idea of moving into, like, talking about the Morgoth and Haradrim. I mean, I called it. I knew that's what they were going to do next, right? Some of you asked me to make a video about that. Yes, I believe... I think my box does show that. Test. Yes. Yeah, we can see it. I already made it big, too. We're good, John Hammer, on that. Hey, good evening. Welcome. Oh, Ponton. I saw you just joined our Discord. Awesome. And also, anyone that want to join our Discord, you know, it's free. The link there, if it's not good, just go to www.voiceoftherings.com, which is the link is also down there. And my social media page always has a good link to our Discord. Oh, nice. Emily just hit 148 with a Runekeeper. That's awesome. Time to reduce the local population of goblins, or fighting goblins? All right, everybody follow the kite and kill everything you see as you follow the kite. I am really a big fan of the Lore Master. That's my second most played class besides my Guardian. And then Runekeeper would probably be my third. Wait, no. Runekeeper, yeah, would be my third most played class. In like just time and experience on over the last 10 years or whatever. But yeah, I think that's really cool that they're doing some updates for them. And yes, they do feel really good. I'm really excited about the whole idea of the expansion, what they're doing with the bird watching. And I know there's going to be some updates for crafting, where they're going to let you add like new, like multiple more options to your crafting, kind of pick and choose, right? I know you kind of already do some of that right now, but I've actually been updating my own brain, all the crafting systems right now. I've been doing that for the last like 48 hours, like I said at the beginning of the stream. So I'm kind of like, I'm getting all my knowledge buffed up again so that I can make some guide videos on it once I've make sure I'm 100% on it myself. I don't like to make guide videos unless I feel like I can really give you guys solid, exact information. So yeah, overall, very excited. I think the update things look really good. I like where they're going with it. I was watching an update by, it was on the LOTRO YouTube channel. It was not Court of the Rings talking about it, but he was talking about stuff with like their goals on over time with graphical things and stuff, and like what are realistic, what do they want to work on, this and that. And they have been doing stuff, and he basically has said exactly what I've been telling everyone for a long time, that they have been doing graphical updates. It's just not like an overall the whole system, but they've got lots of cool plans, and it's very exciting with all that. And I do think the Lord of the Rings Online, visually for me, I'm a real big fan of it. In fact, compared to most MMOs that are 10 plus years old, I actually like LOTRO probably the best of all the graphics. Now, of course, you could be like, well, Zollin, you seem a little biased because it's really your main MMO for the last, you know, since it came out. That's true, but I have played many other MMOs and many hours in them. You know, I've played, you know, Guild Wars 2, Terra Online, Final Fantasy a bit, World of Warcraft. I have played other MMOs. But the way the gameplay of this game works and how things work, I just really like it a lot. It's a great game. Oh, but I joined, but never played LOTRO. Yes, well, I totally get that. Elvin, you have a character on LOTRO. Did you make a character? I'm pretty sure you made a character. We've lost our leader, guys. We gotta stick with our leader. We gotta stick with our leader. We gotta follow the kite. Alright, we need to ride north. Oh, you know what? That's a thing. I found that in the past myself, Mr. Hammer, with this area. Mr. Hammer is also on his character Clefo. That's what this is. But yeah, it's this area for some reason does not give credit. And I have found that myself in this area for that deed. It's good. Ooh, so you've already played it a little bit. So, do you know what are the mechanics? Is it more like you just find them with a deed, or is there some kind of mechanic that works with it? Yeah, I think it will be cool. Now, we do know that the Rise of Morgoth 1 will not increase the level cap, okay? So, which is probably a good thing, because we just kind of all got to level 150, and people are, like, just getting, like... Usually it's good if they leave, like, a whole over a year for, like, a massive level cap. But I bet you we'll probably get a 5-level jump after the next one. So, like, maybe, like, less than a year from now. That's my guess.
Hello there.
And it'll be nice to, you know, keep being able to do stuff with all that. And the question is too, like, there's definitely ways you can level quickly in this game, but at the same time, there was one thing the devs were talking about that I really agree with on a few things, is like, how much do you, like, so here's a couple complaints that people make. This is not the majority of people, okay? But let's just be fair to the few people who make them. They'll be like, well, the maps aren't that good, right? Like the older ones. They're more like stylized, right? That's true, and the devs were saying that's why in a lot of the newer areas they have maps that relate exactly to the terrain, like even this area, right? And another thing that's interesting though is they were saying like, well, the old forest, like you're not really supposed to be able to navigate it super well, but the map still helps you a little bit, but like then you kind of lose the whole feeling of it being a hard forest to navigate. Like that's the point, right? Which is like they have to like balance that, and that's a good point. And then the same thing with the graphics, right? People make comments to the graphics. I'm always a little bit like, it's so much. I've noticed the differences they've done the last few years, and he was saying how a lot of new games, you know, they'll do the newest cutting edge stuff, and they look great right when it comes out because they're being trying to be really realistic, and then like a little bit later, like 2 years later, it looks terrible because there's newer stuff, right? And then people are like, oh, now it looks bad. Where LOTRO, the nice thing about LOTRO is it's like it tries a little bit of realism, but at the same time it's its own stylized look, right? Its own art, which therefore makes it a little bit more timeless, if that makes sense. Obviously, the things that really stand out are like textures and stuff, if they look old, but they're being updated. So things are being updated, especially in even the older areas. Technically, this is an older area, and so you can kind of see there's occasional spots, but other things look really good. Like there was never grass here in the original game, like when I was originally here, like 15 years ago in the game. And this textures did not look like pebbles. It just looked like a big splotch of nothing. So there's definitely like a lot of updates they've done that are really, really good. I really appreciate over the years. I think they really love the game, and that's one of the devs was saying I was watching today. He's like, well, you know, we really have a lot of love for what we put into it, and you can kind of tell, right? You can tell they really care about that stuff. Because if they didn't care, like, that's so important, right? You really have to love what you're doing, right? I love making content for you guys. That's works out good. I love talking about anything Lord of the Rings, and I really like LOTRO. And the thing is, too, like, I'm pretty glass half full kind of guy, so I tend to sometimes be really positive about things, where I think the majority of opinions on things, like whether it be an MMO, whatever, can be a little bit more leaning towards the negativeness, and I don't really like to be negative. So, like, I will be honest, though. I will point something out. Like, there are things that I will point out. Like, I really want, in the future of LOTRO, I really, really want them to do more cross-server capability. And, like, they have an instance finder, but it needs to be more where it's completely automated, and then it will do stuff. That would be really nice. I'd really enjoy that, personally. I think we're getting there, because if you didn't know, we're going to start getting the 64-bit version. They're going to have a dedicated Europe server, which is going to be Mordor, and then we're going to have a new, which is a legendary server, and then we're also going to have a legendary server Angmar, which is in U.S. normal North America. But they're going to do the work to also make them both 64-bit, which is going to make a huge difference with lag in certain ways for newer computers and stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. Yes, it's going to be very exciting. You can see Clefo just said it there. Why is it showing battle reports? Hold on, my filter. I don't want to see that. Is it emotes? Say raid. But yeah, the 64 version will then lead to the capabilities to do maybe other things in the future. But again, LOTRO has to think about what's realistic in the moment to do and what is capable, right? So the devs were talking again about the graphics, and it's like, it was unrealistic to do a massive, like, full engine redo. That would just be weird, because again, you do that, you're going to make the graphical change look different, and then, you know, after 5 years, it'll just look, you know, it'll just be an old system again, right? So how do you, like, do it within the confines of the older engine? But now that we have newer technologies, and this is what I've always been saying and the dev just said this today when I was watching the video, so I was, like, being very, everything I've said the last year has been exactly what it seems like they've been thinking, which, I mean, maybe it's a compliment. It's like, yeah, I was right on some stuff, which is my guesses, but yeah, they've really been working on things like that, though. And see, things like this, where you see that little desync and lag, that stuff is going to try to be fixed a lot with the 64-bit stuff. And obviously, they want to get it to the point, too, where you can have a lot more players. And one thing that I've always said, and I've heard other content creators for LOTRO say, is that LOTRO has never really been very good at advertising the game since, like, the first year or two. Like, in the first year or two, I learned about it because it was advertised. Let's see. Dockmaster, alright. We just learned in the Dockmaster. Sweet, okay. Oh, I'm stuck somehow on that. I was stuck on that. But anyway, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on with all that, though. Elfin. Well, then why did you say that? Yeah, I mean, Morgoth or Melkor could be a perfectly good villain, but I think they should probably keep him as a, kind of like with the Lord of the Rings, where he's kind of in the background. I don't think we should be trying to go for, like, a second age or first age, like Morgoth is the, like, guy you have to fight. Because realistically, none of us as characters would be able to fight him. They'd have to do something like the Belrog Rift fight, where, like, you're really helping a very powerful elf fight the Belrog, right? And I get that. I get that, right? And there's a fine line, right? You got to keep the lore, which LOTRO does a great job of this. You got to make sure the lore is kind of respected and works in what you're doing, but also it has to still be a fun game. So you got to, like, maybe push the line on a few things here and there, just to keep things, like, exciting for us as players, and fun. But I'm not even gonna be able to hit these guys, so I think I'm just gonna follow their little high level. Well, yeah, I can, but they're gonna be hard to hit. But anyway. I think that would be cool if they did something like Morgoth as a villain, more so, since Sauron's now been defeated, right? In the time of spoilers. I think everyone knows that, right? You read Lord of the Rings books. But it would be kind of cool, but I think they're going to have to build up a few big bad guys, which they've done a little bit, right? We're kind of like learning the intrigue of what's happening in the Corsairs and stuff, right? In all the storylines. I mean, that's kind of cool, but I do think they're going to need to make some bad guys. Maybe they pick a really powerful Black Numenorian or something, right? One of, like, the evil, or maybe some kind of ring wraith that somehow survived, right? After because even though Sauron was killed, yes, it broke the 9 ring wraiths, but I'm curious, would that also get rid of all the other ring wraiths, right? Like, I'm trying to think with lore-wise if that would... There's probably other evil necromancers than people in the world, right? Like, there's got to be some other baddies still. Just because Sauron was so bad doesn't mean that, like, he was the only source of evil. Like, there's going to always be some bad guy, right? It's just kind of how it is. That's why there's supposed to be good guys to defeat those bad guys. These tiny legs are hard to keep up. Anyway, thank you for liking the stream, everybody. I appreciate it. We're almost there. Let's see if we get 20 likes tonight. Because I'm not sure how long our stream will be. But I'm just here to have fun and hang out with the kinship. And this time I'm answering questions while I follow John Hammer. Yeah, see, the wolf just deflected my attacks. I'm not quite high enough level. In fact, am I the lowest level here? Yes, I am. All right. This one is clear too. Wow. Everyone mount up. All right. Everybody mount up. Do. All right. So here's how you explaining. You get an item. This is for the bird watching. Okay, everyone. He's explaining it. You get an item that's a spyglass called the birding kit to equip it in your main slot. Okay, like a fishing pole. Okay, and you go out into the world using your new birding skill, and you make bird sounds with your hands. Oh, that's kind of cool, like a cool emote. Maybe Shelob could be good villain for the. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, Shelob could be a pretty cool bad guy to deal with, because technically Shelob didn't die when Sauron died, so they're different. So, oh, you look around with the spyglass. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is it like a mechanic where like it changes the screen when you look around with the spyglass? I'm gonna have to go and check out the test server and try it out. Legendary servers are launching today. I think all of my viewers will tell you who are here all the time. This last week has been crazy for me because my computer broke and I had to redo stuff and I had to reinstall everything, and I've been just like doing files and trying to get basically my YouTube channel and content creation back up and going. So I actually don't know if it's launching today or not. So I'm not sure. We could probably Google this or look at the LOTRO .com. It would probably have the information on it, right? I've lost Clefo. Take the Dockmaster to Men Erin. Okay. Alright, everyone, listen to what he says. No mithril coins, no.
What can I do for you?
I actually have that location. If you don't have any LOTRO, if you don't have any coins, you can just ride, guys. It's right across the water.
What can I do for you?
I don't think you need it. I think you just know the boat places, so you don't have to swim it. It shouldn't be able, even free to play, to use the boat. Maybe you can't. Normally you can't use some Swift travels if you're free to play, but I thought the boat ones just everyone could use. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Let's look that up about the legendary servers. Alright, let's go to LOTRO on here real quick and bring this up real fast here. Oh. Let's see, news and info. Egg Farmer opens August 1st. There you go. So no, that is not today unless you are in, that's 2 days from now, right? Or 1 day if you're in Australia, because you guys are ahead. Or New Zealand. Yeah, so you got it's August 1st. Here. I'll post it. There. Boom. Yeah, I know that the devs are doing tests right now. That's why I watched a live stream from yesterday. Talking with one of the devs. All right. Oh man, this is danger area for me. Everything is much higher level than I am. I'm gonna have a very hard time hitting anything. Deflected. 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 I like, you know what I realized? I just realized I haven't fought anything very higher level than me in a long time. I don't remember things deflecting with the word deflect in the past, like from a long time ago. I realized they actually did an update to make it deflect instead of like just miss, evade, miss. And I kind of like it because then you kind of know you're too low level because they're like, haha, block, you fool. Can't fight me, you're 5 levels too low. And then the NPC should literally say, you fool. That would be good. I forgot there was a 31st. That's fair. I did that the other day too. I was like, wait, is there 30 days this month or 31 days? When the animation of Spyglass goes up, it would do that. However, the idea didn't make it in. Maybe a later date in the future. Oh, okay. Maybe they were worried that it would like glitch people out with like making the whole like screen change with the Spyglass for the bird thing. I think that would be cool if they thought about a way to implement something like that though, where you could like use it and it like zoom in or something. Like a telescope, right? Your name is making me hungry. Whose name? Oh, salami. That's why I'm eating a cookie. Except now I want salami. Well, thank you for your information about the bird. Sorry. I was hungry. Appreciate it. Roar! Yes, I totally killed him. It was totally me. I will heal, that's what I can do. Gosh, yeah, I would be so scared if I were these Agmarum guards. Just like this group of adventurers runs in, these 2 bears are just running at the front. They're like, what the heck? Also, if you notice, look at how smooth this area has been. It's been like 0 lag. They've definitely done so much in the last couple months with that. It's been great. I'm curious once they have finished the 64-bit update. If and they got it down where there's like no lag anywhere, even when a lot of people get on. I wonder if they'll really start advertising some more too, just because then like most of the servers will be able to handle a big influx of new players, and then if there's no lag, it'll make sure players aren't like, oh, well, I don't want to lag, you know. Again, I haven't had lag problems very much at all in the last like 2 years on this game, but I know other people still sometimes do. It's 140. I'm sure you're over in Europe, right? I should eat breakfast. Are you? Is it 140? 140 in the morning. Yeah, Nando's is in Australia. Where are you from, Salami? Trying to think 140 time zone right now compared to my time zone. It's 4:40 p.m. for me. Whoa! Down, down. Continue slaying everything we see. That poor guy didn't know what hit him. He's just like, where's this beam of light coming from? Ah! Dead. Oh, Swiss. Oh, very nice, very nice. That makes sense with the time zones. 4:40 for me. It's you know, 7:40 for East Coast, then we move across, and then it's like, was it like probably midnight for like France and England, something like that, and then we go over to switch, right, one over, and then a 1 hour difference. Of course, I mean, it's like, there's like 5 or 6 hours of difference across all of Europe, so I don't know exactly. Like there's what, 3 hour difference, but 4 different time zones in North America too. Well, mainland America, and like Canada, Mexico. If we're talking about Alaska, and then we're talking about adding the Hawaiian Islands, but we'll stop right there at the time zones. This is the server CrickHollow. It's our home server. A lot of people play on Arkenstone because it is the most populous server, but there's a lot of people that play on all 5 of the big American servers. So we're on the CrickHollow server, which is a very nice server. Many nice players, nice kinship/guilds. Oh, thanks, Salami. Appreciate it. Salami has become a member. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, have you ever gotten alt? You want to play with us? Feel free. And also, Salami, if you want to join our Discord to be part of the community too, I have a link down there. Thank you for the super chat. I mean, the membership. The lights are going crazy because of it. I don't know if you can see, my lights are changing colors back here. Ooh, we're getting all sorts of cool colors. And also, Salami, remind me if you join our Discord. So Patreon automatically lets you join the Discord and gives you a rank, but I match the rank of that one to the one Patreon rank. You just need to tell me when you join our Discord. Just remind me. Just message me and tell me who you are. And I'll give you the Ranger, I think it's Dwarven Ranger status and Patreon, which gives you access to the Patreon channels. Well, it's really, wow, it really doing all sorts of cool colors. This is pretty cool.
How can I be of service?
If the link doesn't work right there, you just go to www.voiceoftherings.com, which is also down in the link, and go to my social media tab. And the link always works to Discord. It's a solid constant. It doesn't ever work. Please tell me, because that's what I want to make sure it's always working. All right, thank you, Mr. Hammer. I have the Stable Master. Why do I keep hearing that sound effect? You guys hear that? Is that Mr. Hammer? What? It's the harp. Is it glitched? I think my sound is glitched. Nice. Nice. In fact, if you do join right now, I'll just give you the thing. Is that you? Are you Bratty in Discord? A stealth harper. Yes, I know exactly. This is. I think it's glitched. I think it's glitched on my sound thing. I've never had that happen where sound just keeps playing. All right, we murdered that baddie. He's gonzo. And also, just for everybody, if you ever join my Patreon or member or any of those things, if you join our Discord and you're also on YouTube, if you could just change your nickname in your Discord for our channel, our server world in Discord, if you could just make sure you have you can have your main Discord name still, but maybe have like a / your YouTube name or something. It will really help out me and the leaders to kind of know that we're talking to the same person. Because otherwise it's a little crazy. Hello, welcome! You just started playing LOTRO yesterday. How to be a good lore master. Well, I do actually, it's my second most played class. So I love the lore master. The lore master, I'm going to tell you, is you probably picked one of the hardest classes. Not the hardest, but one of them. But you'll get it. Just keep playing it. Really, it comes down to knowing your rotation and timings of your abilities. Oh, I'm gonna die if I'm not careful here. There we go. Combat sounds still seem a little loud. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, but I actually have a few guide videos, I think, on the Lore Master talking about all their skills and stuff, if you want to check it out on the channel. But, yeah, I definitely do. I have a guide video on the Lore Master. But yeah, I really, you do have to control your pet. There's a couple cool settings you can do. You know, have them on passive, you know. If you don't want your pet pulling every single thing, make sure you leave them on attack your target, which is, you've probably already seen that if you have your pet out. But, because it can get really frustrating if he just attacks anything he sees. But, yeah, the Lore Master is also about, you chaining things, doing certain debuffs, stunning someone, then doing certain debuffs, and then doing your combo, stun them and then slow them and then, you know, root them. They're quite, there's quite a complex class, but they're very, very fun. They're super good at CC, which is crowd control. You know the terminology for just, you know, holding people down or enemies. They're good at debuffing. They're good at protecting and buffing their friends. They even have one heal. They have a thing that makes you immune to stuns. If you're fighting certain creatures, you want to try to keep that on all the time. You have to spam it once every minute, I think, to keep it on you. But it's really, really good. That's super, yeah, it's super helpful to never be able to be stunned. And then, yeah, they're, and then basically their damage is really fun. They have a thing called Lightning Storm where you, throw this powdery, armor reduction sand on people, and then, which is really good to lower their armor, and then toss on the Lightning Storm. Looks so cool. It's probably the one last animation is just so cool. It's so big and fancy. And the Sticky Gourd, they actually changed the animation on that one. It used to be a lot cooler, but it was making people... It was so huge with fire everywhere that it was making some people who struggled lag more, which is why I think they changed it. I would still love it if with certain animations, they'd let people turn them off and on, depending on just them seeing it. So if you have a good computer that can handle certain animations without lagging, that only you would see it, and the server would only send you that data so that it wouldn't lag for other people. But that's challenging with the older software, I know. So we'll see in the future, because I also want my epic conclusion back. Is their DPS good? Yes. Lore Masters can do a lot of damage. They have pretty good overtime damage with like their fire embers stacking on things and stuff. But they have some big AoE damage. They do a lot of area of effects AoE damage. You have your lightning storm, you have the hurricane, then natural, whatever it's called. I'm trying to remember the skill's name right now. Your AoE sticky gourd. This is usually when you're in the red line, is when you do a lot of more AoE damage. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, that was cool. All those cool colors that the room was turning because of that member thing. But yes, their DPS is very good. They may not have as high as DPS as like a main damage class, like, you know, a hunter, or, you know, full line runekeeper might be able to DPS them. I'm not sure, but yeah, you're up there. Yeah, lore masters can do a lot of damage. If you get into some harder instances as a lore master, you're going to be doing a lot of work. You're going to be multitasking on a level that other classes will not do. I remember there's one instance I would run with my friends. It was a 3-man. It was the one behind. It was the crypts of Minas Tirith, where there's like a Nazgul you have to fight during the battle of, you know, Gondor with Minas Tirith, and I was doing like 8 or 9 things all the time at once. I had to control my pet, I had to keep one guy stunned, I had to keep another guy rooted, I had to keep my tanks buffed, I had to heal someone else, I had to debuff 2 or 3 other people, and then every time all these NPCs came out, I had to blow them up with my AoE damage, and I had to make sure I was rotating all that on timers. It was, it's fun, but also by the end you're just like, bleh. Really? They're totally changing him tomorrow. Ooh, I'm wondering if... Yeah, okay. So you may want to take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt until we see what they do tomorrow. Really? Like a total... I hope they're not going to get rid of the lightning storm and stuff, because I will be quite upset. And I will make it known. My first negative video on LOTRO ever. Where is my lightning storm? Alright. But who knows? I'm sure with Standing Stones, all their updates with classes seem to be always better, like make them better. So I think it'll be very fun. So we'll see. Oh! Ow. We got some bosses. We're being killed. Yeah, the Captain update was really good. The Guardian update with how they did was, I think, overall good. The only thing I don't like about the Guardian update... Oh, no. You got this, guys. I'm glad we have some higher level people here because... This is where anti-stun would come in very handy. Oh, it's a roaming threat. He's level 100. No wonder we were all getting one shot. Yeah, don't retreat. We can have Woozle do revives. Yeah, I'm sure it'll all be great. By the way, we got to 20 likes. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. The Hunter update was really good. They were definitely good. I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about the idea that they are removing the 3 trees and having just one of them always be a support tree. I kind of see why they've done it, because realistically people rarely... They didn't really have it where it was very good to easily switch between the trees. Not you can easily switch between trees, that's the wrong terminology. Like your choices, lots of people would pretty much just choose one or the other of these 2, and they wouldn't always use the 3rd one because it was kind of hard to balance to want to use the 3rd one, except for very specific scenarios. So I think that's why they were kind of like, well, let's make the 3rd tree for most classes be a support tree to the other 2, you know? Because most classes have like for tanks, it's tank or damage tree, and like healers have like a damage or healing tree, right? So I think that's why they went with kind of like yellow being the support tree, which overall, I think is better in my mind than worse, definitely. But oh, we're getting revived. We're getting revived. Yay! Good thing Durin is high level. I'm not gonna be able to fight that guy, so oh, okay. Oh, I guess the revive doesn't work. Interesting. Yeah, weird. I thought the revive would let us be revived there. That's so funny. Because I guess we're just way too low level to be there. We ran into a roving threat and all died. So roving threats in this game, guys, if you're wondering, if you're newer, are these creatures that kind of travel around that are really high. They're like about at level 100 usually. So, and they are in areas that are all the way down to like level, 20 or 30. So, if you see them, don't fight them if you're not level 100. And even then, you're gonna want like a full group to do it. Oh. I'm sure that, like, I'm curious about, I'm assuming that the lore masters are really like beloved class, so I'm hoping that the changes they're making are going to keep the same identity of the class, though. I hope they don't just like make it a brand new class. Dangerous revive. Yeah, it just said I couldn't revive there, I guess. But we'll find out, won't we? I'll definitely do a review on it when they do the update. I definitely think, like, personally, I understand why they did, like, for a side note, for something maybe that I didn't like as much they did, was, like, I understand why they did the stat crunch, but I still don't, like, if it was for, like... You guys hearing that weird sound? Or is that just me?
Greetings.
Do you guys hear my sound being weird? Huh. What's going on? Yeah, you hear the crackle? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but... Hold on, let me try something here. Weird. Maybe you guys can't hear it. It's pretty blatant in my ears. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Let me unplug this and plug it back in. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it seems like I'm only hearing that. Weird. I don't know what's going on there. I'm not sure what's going on with my sound. Is it popping out here? Sorry, hopefully that pop wasn't too loud. We meet back at the stables, heading back to Denudir, alright? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to our kinship house and teleport back. Be faster. I'm just trying to figure out what is making that sound. Nice, nice. What's up? Welcome, welcome. That's so weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm curious if I should just log in and out real quick and see if that fixes it. Nice, nice Yoda, nice. Well, welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out. All right, let me see. I'm trying to figure out why my sound. So you guys don't hear that, huh? I don't think you guys can hear what I'm hearing. My speaker's going in my ear right now. That's the sound it's making. It's really weird. I'm not quite sure why it's happening. It sounds almost like an electrical interference. I'm kind of curious if it's my cable touching an electrical. Because if I did a lot of sound engineering, and if you have a cable touching anything electrical, it will it'll cause feedback. So I'm wondering, I may have to move the cable. Ooh. Seemed like it got worse when I did something. Hold on. Maybe I can... I think I know what might be wrong. I think I'm figuring it out right now. I wanted to teleport back to where we were, but I'm trying to think where I need to jump to here to get there. I thought... Can I get to Evandem from here? No, I guess I can't. I guess I have to go to South Bree first. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys can't hear it. That's good. It's just something through my
Greetings.
My thing then. All right, everyone, get back to New Deer. I'm on my way.
How can I be of service?
Doodle doodle doodle. There we go. All right, give me just a sec. Well, I thought it might be an easy fix, but I'm not sure what's going on. Hold on. All right. You guys hear me? I fixed it. All right. Well, I think I got it. I definitely stopped it. I'm not quite sure what it was, but I'm going to figure that out later. I don't know. Well, I fixed it. It stopped. So now my ears aren't getting accosted by bzzz. I'm gonna have to figure out what is doing that though. Hopefully it's not like my sound card or something. Alright, thank you for waiting everybody. Appreciate it. At least my computer is very, very fast at restarting. The audio's delayed, is it? Try clicking the refresh real quick on your stream. Is it... the audio's delayed now? That'd be weird. It caught up? Interesting. All right, it looks like we're all good. It looks like everything's working fine again. Hello, welcome, welcome. We're doing a raid Slay-O-Rama. There's a bunch of us and we're hunting down the enemies.
What do you need?
Oh no, we must follow our fearless leader. CrickHollow? Yes, correct. We're on the server CrickHollow. Which, by the way, if you don't know, is the name for the house that Frodo lived at for a few years when he had the ring in Buckland. It's like the little hollow, CrickHollow. It's like where the house is settled. Alright, I shall loot the box. Alright, Goblin Slayer deeds. Ow. Did you hear my neck? That hurt. My neck was like stuck. Then it was like crack. Ah. Actually feels a lot better now. There's a crook in my neck. Say like all like southern. Alright, nice. Keep it up, guys. We're slaying things. Barukaza! So I have a fan down here by my computer, and I'm curious if possibly the problem was happening here at the... I have a connector for my little earbuds, so I may have to check that later. If it happens again, I'll test it, and I'll plug in my big headset and see if it's still doing it on my big headset. What are hobbits good for? What's their role? Well, hobbit in this game, there are 4 races, so you could pretty much play most classes at every race. Not every single class, like a Bjorning can only be a Bjorning. And there's a few classes the hobbits can't do. But, are you talking about their racial abilities? Because, like, so for example, we have, as a Bjorning, I have these couple racial abilities, and hobbits get a couple too, so Bjornings get, like, I think they get a bonus to club damage and axes. Yeah, so that's a nice little, that's kind of like the only things you really need to care about too much. With the racial ability, it's kind of like maybe their teleport bag and like their special, and sorry if you hear some loud noises, someone is drilling outside the wall, working on an electrical thing. Which is very nice that they're not pulling the electricity for the stream, but if it does turn off, you might know why. But they're putting in a new electrical thing for another plug somewhere else in the house. But anyway, to answer your question, the hobbits get a bonus to, I think they get a bonus, I'm trying to remember, do you guys remember what the bonus they get? I think it's like clubs or something? Alright, make sure that stays on there. Boom, boom. Did you hear that? We're on the server CrickHollow, our kinship. There is something nice about being on the server CrickHollow, because as much as, like, I know Arkenstone is probably the biggest population by far, and this server does have a big population. There's people on all the time, but it is kind of nice the fact that, like, because of that, there's a little less lag or a little less. I would say the community in LOTRO altogether is fantastic on every server, right? But I do know I have some friends on Arkenstone that say there are occasionally a couple trolleys. Just, you know, the more people you get, the more chances you get you're going to get one troll. Right? It's just statistical data. But Arkenstone's a great server too. But if you want to play with us, our kinship is on the server CrickHollow. But hey, if you play on Arkenstone or another one, or Eventnight or whatever, and you want to play with us occasionally, you can make an alt on Arkenstone. You can have as many alts as you want on every server. So you have the same limit of characters on every server unless you buy more character slots, right? I'm gonna turn on my AC back there. Hopefully it's not too loud, but it's gonna get warm in here, so. Club and Might. Yes, thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. So it was clubs, okay. Bjornings are over here like, yes, but we get clubs and axes. Mwahaha! We get the same as dwarves and hobbits. So basically we've just been working on deeds right now, so. There we go. But wow, my inventory is so full. I did not realize. I can't even open anything. No, I'm losing everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to. I didn't realize this guy's inventory was like completely full. Hey, completed empty of the goblins, Slayer. Back to the other ruin. Got him. I'm very glad to see how many of you have been brand new players or trying out LOTRO. It's a fantastic MMO. I would call it a classic MMO. And it is a classic. And it's really well, and they've been doing massive, really great updates with the game. It's fantastic. There's a lot coming in the next couple months, too. Including, like, a big update to the Lore Master class, which I didn't realize. Forgot about. I knew about it 2 weeks ago, but I forgot about it today. Mr. Hammer reminded us. And, big server updates and the story progression, and they're going to do the 64-bit change for the client, or for the servers, and then I think they also want to have a client rework rolling out sooner or later. And I'm hoping this leads into maybe by next year, maybe there'll be some more, like, cross-server stuff we could do together. I don't know if that's in the plans anytime soon, but I would love it if they were doing that. I'm being murdered by a wolf. Aha. Yeah, of course. And if you guys want to be involved with our community to kind of know what we're doing, if you do want to play with us in the future and stuff, I recommend join our Discord. You go to www. The link is down there. www.voiceoftherings.com. Social media tab always has a good link to Discord. I usually drop a link in the description. That's good for 1 week, but sometimes it doesn't work. So just go to voiceoftherings.com if you want to have the best one. And I'm assuming most of you know how to use Discord, but I do have something on my blog playlist here on the channel that explains how to mute certain channels if you just want to have like just my announcements or like just when my videos come out, or if you don't want to have any of that, you just want to be in the Discord. There's ways you can. There's ways of keeping it silent. Unless you're someone who likes all the notifications, then more power to you. I'm in a lot of different Discords, so I kind of have to pick and choose which ones I keep, like, announcements and information to me. Excuse me. Yawn. Let's see, thank you for joining us, Doran. Have a good one, my friend. Boom. Tomb Raider ambush. She just came out of thin air. Cheater. Got her. So we're cycling, if you're curious, guys, between these because we're killing creatures for deeds. That's why we're just killing everything we see. So you die, Goblin. I'm a big bear. Oh, raw. And thank you for liking the stream, guys. I appreciate it. It's Andy. Get him. He's like, oh, what? What I ever did to you, adventurers? This is their players like, how am I supposed to get my quest done when these guys are all killing everything? Whoops. All right. Somewhere else is here. It's clear. Guys, look, I can climb this tree. Yes, look at me. Oh, climb the tree. Sometimes it's fun just playing this game as a platformer. No, that's fine. Mr. Hammer, we could just stop normal time. I actually have some errands I have to do after this anyway, so I was just here to hang out and have fun with you guys and answer questions. And we had a lot of people come on who I don't think has been on the stream before, so glad to have all the newcomers. Welcome, welcome. What's up, Gollum? With the Gandalf name. If you want to, Mr. Hammer, if you want to finish up in a few minutes here, that's totally fine. But anyway, and anyone have questions for me, please just let me know. I think I gave lots of good information today, though, about things, so I think we're pretty good there. Again, you can always, we're all happy to help you with the kinship too. If you're new to LOTRO and you want to hang out with us in our Discord, and we'll all try to help you out. There's a bunch. We have like 15 or 20 really helpful people, including I will help with when I see it too. But we have lots of people who can answer questions too. Great community going on here. The voice of the rings, kinship. And I'm your hosting guide, this bear. I mean Zollin Ironshield. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries, Mr. Hammer. That was fun. Mr. Hammer, we set the level for being lower, but the minimum level was 32. So our group event, we said people come lower level, which I came lower level. But it's 32 to 40 for next week. Okay, all right. Sounds good. So next Tuesday, they're going to be doing that instance that we were going to do at the beginning of this one. But sounds good. And I will try to be there, too, for it. So it's been, I've been trying to make sure I can try to come to the Tuesday one, too. But yes, we got lots of cool stuff. Oh, by the way, guys, I found out, you know how, like, those red stones are so important? The new, what are they called? The red gems from Umbar. I found out I had all these crafting 5x5 boxes in my shared storage, which I used to get 40 of them in, like, 1 minute. So, that was fun to find out. Alright, well, thank you so much, guys. Let's cheer everybody on here. Oh, yeah, no, I'm glad. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I just want to be able to have fun doing some streams with you guys, too. It's been like, I feel like I was gone for so long. I mean, it was only a week with my computer being broken, but it's like, for me as a content creator, I'm always like overlapping things, right? Like to make sure I'm making lots of fun stuff for you guys with either streams planned or videos or you know, this game or that game or this lore video or this guide video, right? I'm always trying to overlap things. So like when I'm like, have a whole week I can't do anything, I can't edit, I can't record, I can't stream, it causes like more of a delay than a week, because then like, you know, it's like my overlaying work that I always do is like now all been stopped, so it's like trying to restart the snowball down the hill. If that makes sense. All right, let's run this guy back to the kin house. But I need to sell some stuff here. Do I have my... All right. Yes, thank you, Mr. Hammer. Bell and everybody. Alright, let me pick up my dailies here real fast. And also, before I forget, thanks to my Patreons. It's really, really been helpful lately. It's always helpful, but it's meant a lot. And all you guys watching and helping share the content and the videos. So, again, I'm trying to work on my crafting right now because I really would like to make some detailed crafting guide videos. But I want to make sure I have it all down because it's pretty complicated. And I had to play a little catch up from like the previous stuff too because I just hadn't did crafting very much in the last like 6 months. So anyway, fantastic. Guess we'll leave it there. Unless anyone's got another question for me or something. I'm gonna go grab myself some dinner, or wherever you are, breakfast, lunch, seconds, afternoon tea, supper. What about those? He knows about those, right? Wasn't counting it, Pip. Oh, man. The best. Alright, guys. Anyway, you have a great day in Middle-earth. I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings in the streams. Thanks for hanging out. And I had a blast. We're going to do some more soon. Again, I'm going to throw in the weekdays, I'm going to throw some different time streams for you guys. John, Hammer, and Bill always lead this on this time at Tuesday nights. Here for us for North America. 7 p.m. Eastern, I believe. And 4 p.m. for Pacific. At least when we're in time change. Most of the states do, but except for Arizona. But we're not going to go there. And then Saturdays they do a 150 event max level, which I'm going to try to be to sometimes. But I'm going to also always be doing my Friday stream, whether it be a kinship day or an off day where I'm doing something just for the content of the channel. And then also, I'm going to try to throw something in Saturday. But I'm going to try to do some, like, earlier morning streams my time, which would be better for Australia and Europe. And then, and then it's usually better in the evening for everyone else. So that's why on Fridays I try to do it 3 p.m. my time, because then it's kind of like everybody can sort of fit in. But sometimes I like to hit it like 10 a.m. or noon my time, because then it's really good for Europe, and it's really good for Australia if it's like 11 a.m. It's still pretty early for them. But, yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And thanks, Salami, for being a supporter in that way. I appreciate it. Very good. Very good. And remind me to give you your right Patreon level since you became a member on YouTube, because that won't automate it. So I usually, if you want to be, in the future, if you want to be support on Patreon, you could always switch it. That's totally fine. Whatever you want to do. Both of them help me greatly, and I appreciate it. Of course, the fun thing about YouTube is it gives you a little special name thing in YouTube. You did Patreon also? Oh, you're so nice. Oh, man. Wow, dude. That's so nice. Well, I appreciate whatever anyone wants to give, and as long as you want to do it. And just so everyone knows, if you support me in any way like that, or even just helping with things, and you're like getting tired and you need a break, you can just stop. And don't feel like awkward or weird that's like, oh, I stopped supporting on Patreon and now I'm just gonna no, stay part of the community. That's never an issue. Just I want everyone to know that. So, but it really does help me out because I'm doing this full time now, and just you guys all doing that, like 15's a lot, but even the $5 supports, whatever, few dollars with Patreon or whatever, that really adds up and really helps. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys. And thank you for everything else. The likes, subscribes, that's all free, and that helps so much too. You guys are all the best. Thanks for everyone. And I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. Stay happy. And again, Salami, make sure that I gave you the right member level in the Discord. If it didn't, let me know. I'll fix it. All right. See you, Nanda. Bye, you guys. Have a great day. I'll see y'all. Stay happy.